jam-packed. First up, we've got Rob chasing turkeys.
We do.
And then we got some trapping, right?
Yes. You go first. You drew bobcat tag last year.
Yeah.
And, that doesn't happen every year here in Wisconsin. It's, every 2, 3, sometimes 4 years, depending on what zone you're in. So you pulled the bobcat tag, so you went trap that. And then when you were done with that, I went out and tried trapping some raccoons and, getting the predators under control and trying to help out, our game species, if you want to call it, populations. And, as far as fawns and turkeys and different things, and make sure our predators are under control.
All right, enjoy.
Well, we just walked into this spot. Not normally hunting it, but we got some time. We're gonna give it an hour and a half here and just see if something's in here and we can get one to gobble. We can work them in and get us one kill.
Awesome, buddy. So it's been so dusty.
It's always dusty here, but it's been super windy the last 2 days, so I don't know if I've got too much sand in my action. My trigger wouldn't fire, and I tried jamming my action closed. Was able to grab Brad's gun. It wasn't supposed to get that intense. But that was awesome. Just snuck in here, sat down. We weren't sitting for 10 minutes and he gobbled 300, 400 yards back in there. And he came on a string. Solid decoys. We actually have him set up back here where he wasn't going to get to him, but we've been working hard. It's good to get one down. Pretty bird.
Yep, pretty bird, Rob. Congrats, man.
Well, like we said, this is kind of a bonus bird for us. We come into this spot that we don't normally hunt, and sitting for about 10 minutes, and he kind of gobbled on his own, and we got him fired up, and it wasn't 5 minutes, and he come marching in. So we got 2 down. Just kind of struggling this year, not seeing the turkey numbers that we usually do, but we're going to keep after him the next day and a half, and hopefully try and get another hunt like that on tape.
We just pulled in to a public land spot that we know of. About 5 minutes from my daughter's daycare. We were just going to come in here and sit down. We got one big shot gobble. We just set up. Hopefully we can work this bird and be in plenty of time to pick my daughter up today. Right past those cedars.
Talk to me, buddy.
I'm gonna be too early to pick up my daughter today.
You could have let him walk out a little bit, sunshine.
Well, he looked up and I went the helicopter. I'm like,
Oh, med flight coming over right away. I thought he was going to push him away on us.
that was awesome. Just a little snap hunt me and Brad put together. We walked into this public land not knowing how good it would be, and this is the third bird we've worked in the last half hour. So he gobbled at the first calls, stayed quiet, and then we got into him with a box call, and he fired up and came walking right in. That was awesome. I could hear him walking the whole time med flight was going over. Brad made an excellent call during this hunt. We actually set up on this tree, and when the turkey gobbled, we didn't know where he was. He was over here, and we knew in prior experiences with turkeys that this hardwood ridge that was behind us is probably where the turkey was going to come. So we made a mid-hunt switch, knowing that he wasn't within eyesight, over to this side to face that way. So don't be scared to make moves. Just make sure the turkey can't see you.
I was fortunate enough to draw a bobcat tag this year. Waited 3 years. Used to be like on an every other year cycle, it seemed like, down here in the southern unit for Wisconsin. But now it seems like it's 3 years. So to get my tag, season started mid-October, but we were out of state deer hunting, so I had to wait. And then we're back here, chasing deer during the rut. Didn't want to really interfere with that, and didn't really have the extra time to devote to the trapping. So now I gotta get something done because the season does close on Christmas Day. So we're getting some traps out. We've had earlier in the year, we've seen photos that tell us that there's like 10 to 12 different bobcats out here, including kits. But a little bit quieter, later, this time of year. We have not quite as many pictures as that. But we do have a cat that's been pretty consistently on our place, and he's beautiful. So that's the one I'm after. And we're going to go set some traps in the area that we've been seeing him most recently. Another good area that's been productive, and where I caught my cat a few years ago too, which has been a pretty productive area, so much that one of the cameras up there we call the cat cam. So it's kind of hard not to set a trap up there near the cat cam. So we're going to see how much we can get done today, and then get back out in the woods and deer hunt tonight. Let's go. I'm feeling a little out of practice. It's been, 3 years almost, I guess. We trapped Fisher, and we did a couple, footholds amongst the boxes that we did. But it's been a while. It's coming back to me. It's coming back to me. I don't think it's going to take me quite as long as it did the first year. But this is probably one of the more important parts, is making sure that the trap is sitting there and it's not gonna wiggle. You want something that's just not gonna budge, so that if the animal, in this case the bobcat, puts their foot anywhere else on the trap and not on the pan, that it's not gonna wobble, because the ground doesn't move under them, right? So you don't want anything that's gonna spook them if they don't quite get their paw in the right place on the first time. So I think it's getting there. One of my favorite sets is to use a hollow log. Cats are curious, so they'll like to look and see what's in the log if you've got some bait in there. Found this one just down the trail a little bit, and I think I'm going to set it up here in kind of this junction of our trails. No matter which way he's going to go, they'll see it, here on the corner. I don't know, give it a try. Well, the hollow log set that we were going to do down in the valley, the log just kind of was falling apart. It was pretty rotten. So we ended up turning that into a cubby down there and came up here to the cat cam. And this is the hollow log set that I used a few years ago. It's still here. The log's still good. It's just up the, up the ridge, up the trail from the valley we were just in, where we've been getting a lot of pictures of the cat more recently, as well as just tried and true, like proven traffic area for the cats over the years. So it seems like a good spot to put one, kind of a no-brainer. So when you're trapping with footholds, or really any kind of traps, you need to be able to secure the trap to the ground so that the animal just doesn't run off with the whole trap. And we're so heavily wooded here that in most areas we can just use a drag to do that, because we've got so much solid wood, full-grown trees, big saplings, even thick brush for the drag to grab onto. For us, it just seems like most of the time it's just quicker and easier to do this to secure our traps. Well, it's pretty warm right now. It's low 50s, but we've got some cold nights coming up, so we're spraying some Glide on the traps on the ground just to help keep the dirt from freezing up on us and season up the traps. Well, second night, I think, of traps being out, and we got one here at the cat cam trap, same spot I caught mine 3 years ago. We've just got a little cat here. She looks like a female, just small. Like I know I've only got 2 weeks left or so, maybe 3 weeks total, not quite if I add them up to fill my tag. But we're gonna let this one go. So wish us luck.
Well, Michelle had her trapping earlier this year, had a bobcat tag. She did get a bobcat. It was a small female, so she released it and let that go. And then we ended up taking a vacation to go see our daughters out west, and lost some time there. And obviously, cats run kind of a rotation, and the big cat she was after came through on camera a couple times, and unfortunately we came back and she only had 5 days. She tried for those 5 days and nothing. And so I kind of took over, and the other day I came out, I set some coyote. I put up a couple cable restraints and some walk-through footholds and a dirt hole set. I also put out some coon cuffs and or dog proofs, due to we love to turkey hunt. As people know, we love our turkey hunting, taking youth, taking special needs, different people out turkey hunting. And one of the big things is our turkey population was decreasing because coons. There were so many raccoons. And so I've got some dog proofs out, and heading out to check those now. And hopefully we've got a couple of coons in these, because we do and kind of are overrun with raccoons. So hopefully we've got a couple here, and we're going to check them here in just a minute and see what happens. Well, I got up here on top, and I do have 2 coons, so I'm going to use my air rifle, and dispatch these things pretty quickly and humanely, and we'll take care of them. So it's bittersweet. I don't we do use the coons for a lot of different things. So we have a lady who makes hats, different things out of them. We get some hides done with them. They aren't worth a lot of money, but we definitely don't let them go to waste. So we're gonna take care of these and move on. Well, There they are. A couple of coons, both big males. One of them's super pretty. A lot of color, so that one's definitely getting tanned for myself. The other one will get made into probably a hat, because that's very pretty too. Some gorgeous colors to it. So, and like I said, saving the turkey population, one of the largest predators as far as turkeys for taking out turkey population due to the eggs and number of eggs they eat. So we try to keep the raccoons under control here, and as we've actually watched our turkey population start to increase. So something to think about for all you guys that like to turkey hunt. If you don't like to trap or don't want to do it, get a hold of some people that would like to come out and do that, to help you just balance wildlife overall. It's not about just going out and killing things for killing things and having fun. It's about going out and keeping balance, so you don't get diseases to run through everything and wipe everything out. And I'm probably done now as far as raccoons. I've taken what I think I need to take out of here this year, so I am going to fold them up and be done, and concentrate on coyotes here for the next 3-4 weeks. So it's been a good year.